Welcome, 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 welcome. I am the one who you may know as Jesus. I am the one who has been known by many different names, but Jesus is the one that you may know me best as. And I would like to welcome you to this series of lessons that I will be giving. I think it is a very important series of lessons because it will bring you to a better understanding of who you are and what your purpose is in that life, in that incarnation on that plane. You came into that life with a very set purpose. Your soul decided to incarnate this time into this life for a very special reason. And it is important for you to understand that reason. It is important for you to understand why you are on that plane and what you are meant to do there. So let us begin with our first of what will be many lessons. Our first lesson will be, what are you truly? You are truly a soul. And what is a soul? Your soul is energy. Your soul is energy that has been infinite. Your soul is energy that comes from the connected energy of all souls that exist. It is a connected energy that connects everything in the universe. And you are a piece of that. You are a piece of that. You are an energetic individual within an energetic whole. And that may be not so easy to understand. Perhaps it is easier to understand if we compare the energy of the universe to the ocean. The ocean is vast, but the ocean is made up of molecules of water. Each molecule of water is separate, is individual, but together they form the ocean. And indeed, each molecule of water has its own identity. And that is similar. You, as an energetic soul, have your own identity. You have your own purpose. You have your own desires. But you are part of an energetic whole. And when your energy moves, so does the energy of that entire energetic whole. So you see, you are very important because what you do, what you think, what you say impacts upon your own soul's energy, but also upon the energy of the entire universe. So that is a brief overview. Let us break it down a bit. First of all, let's speak about your soul and what it means for your soul to be energy. Energy is always seeking to move. Energy is always seeking to expand. And your soul is seeking to expand. Your soul is vibration. And all souls exist at different vibrational levels. There are many vibrational levels. And your soul is existing on a certain vibrational level, and it wishes to move to a higher vibration. For at higher vibrations, there is more power, there is more understanding, there is more wisdom. There is more ability to assist other souls. So your soul is desirous of expansion. And in this expansion, in this desire, your soul decided to incarnate into a physical body, into a physical plane called Earth, and to lead a life there, to experience things that would allow it to expand. When your soul decides to come into that lifetime, it takes a great deal of planning and consideration, for it works with other souls. It works with other souls who will be with you throughout that incarnation. It works with other souls who will work to teach you lessons and whom you will teach lessons to also. These souls get together and decide at what points in their path there will be an intersection where your souls will meet. And how you react at that intersection will show whether it is a meeting of expansion or a meeting of contraction. So you see, your interrelationships with other individuals are very important. It is important for you to know that when you interact with another individual, you are having an effect upon their soul, and they are having an effect upon you. How you react to them is affecting your own soul's energy, and if your energy is expanding or not. The whole reason for you to be on that plane is for your soul to expand. For your soul to come back to this plane at the end of that life at a higher vibration. And your soul expands primarily through love, through acts of love. Love is the means to all. Love is the only energy that overpowers all other energies. The power of love is immense. The power of love can transmute energies. The power of love expands your own soul immensely. So you see, my dear ones, you are on that plane solely for the reason of expanding your soul. But this can happen in many ways. It happens through love. Indeed, it happens through love. It happens every time you think a thought of love. It happens every time you take an act of love. It happens every time you interact with another individual and show only love. Your life is filled with challenges. Your own soul decided you should meet those challenges. Your own soul saw those challenges as a way for you to grow, as a way for you to learn, as a way for you to expand. So when you meet a challenge, when you meet it with love, when you meet it with acceptance, when you meet it with surrender, and you meet it with the knowledge that your soul expansion is the perfect purpose for it, you will see, my dear ones, that your soul is expanding. You are fulfilling your purpose upon that earth. There is nothing more you need do but to love. You see, love is not easy. It is often thought that love can be cowardly. It is thought that when you respond to acts of darkness with love, that indeed you are being a coward. But you are not. You are not. You are moving forward only in love. And as you move forward only in love, your own soul is expanding. You are not asked to be passive. It is not a thing for you to be passive in this lesson of love. You do not have to view things that are happening and allow them to happen into only love. No, you are to be an activist for the name of love. You are to be an activist and to go out and change that is not being done in the name of love. You are to go out and do what you can to prevent others from being harmed, to do what you can to be sure that others are being treated equally, to do what you can to be sure that others are safe, to do what you can to love your neighbor. And you may counter what someone is doing who is not of love. You may counter that, and you may dislike that deed that they are doing, but you must understand that they are also a soul. They are a soul on their own path. They are a soul who is moving forward to expand their own soul, and perhaps they are going in the wrong direction. Perhaps the darkness they are spreading is leading to a contraction of their energy instead of an expansion. But you, my dear one, are not to judge that individual because you know not what their soul purpose is. You can only be sure of your own soul purpose. Your own soul purpose is to confront whatever comes before you with love. Your own soul purpose is to spread love. Your own soul purpose is to be love. That is what you are on that plane for. For in that love is the expansion that your soul is seeking. In that love is all that you are seeking. In that love is all that there need to be. In that love is the salvation of the world. In that love is a vibration that radiates out through the entire universe and brings the entire universe to an expansion. So you see, love is the most important thing in your life. When you're looking for a purpose of your life, the purpose is love. That is it. It is simple. It is simple, but it is complicated in that physical world, is it not? For there are many demands and there are many challenges that you face. And it is very complicated to face them all with love. And it is not always easy. But that is what you are being called to do. That is what your own soul is calling you to do, is to react in love. So know that your soul is energy. Know that your soul is in that world today to expand its own energy. Know that when your energy expands or contracts, it affects the energy of the entire universe. Know that you are very powerful, for what you do radiates out into the entire known universe. So, my dear one, that is enough for the lessons today. That is what we will teach today, is just know that your soul is energy. We will expand upon all of this. All of this may seem a little bit confusing to you today, for the first time you are looking at it, but we will spend more time talking about what it means for your soul to be energy. We will talk about what it means for your soul to impact upon others. We will talk about how your soul designed your life, how your soul decided the life that you are living. We will talk about how love is the only way to defeat darkness. We will spend a great deal of time speaking about that, because your world is going through much right now. Your world is going through much, and there is a great deal of darkness that you are beholding. And it is hard to know that you can only respond in love, that love is the only thing that will change that. We will talk about that. We will talk about that. We will talk about how you live a spiritual life in that crazy, chaotic world that you have chosen to be in right now. We will talk about many things, many lessons. This is a brief overview. We hope it has not been too confusing for you, but we hope that it will maybe get you interested in learning more about who you truly are and what you are meant to do in this world and what is truly happening in that world that is unseen. So we thank you for joining us today. We thank you. We are very grateful for you. We are grateful that you are there on this plane at this time. This is a very challenging time, and you are very brave to come into that world at this time. So it is important for you to understand why you are there in the midst of all that is going on. So, my dear ones, we leave you with many, many blessings and much love.